Hello, Aqua here again. Welcome back to FTB Unleashed. A couple of things to get on with this episode. A couple of things I want to cover from last episode as well. First up, I don't particularly like the method I've got for getting things into the recycler. The problem with it is, if there's something in this storage bus, something gets sent to this, and it's in there, and something else gets sent, then it gets rejected out of that and gets put into the chest down there. So, you do have to keep an eye on it. So I'm not particularly enamoured, let's say, of using a storage bus for that. It doesn't work as well as I'd like it to. I'll show you what I mean. If, for example, if it was putting beeswax in there at the same time that the squeezer released some beeswax and some honey, for example, the beeswax would go in and the honey would end up here, and then from then on all the honey would end up in here. So I've had to manually take things out of here and put them back in there a couple of times. But other than that, it's working alright. It's gradually getting me more UU matter as it's slowly feeding the excess stuff into there. So that's kind of alright. It's not as nice as I'd totally want it, but it's kind of alright, you know what I mean? Another thing is, I've got the quantum armor on. Ooh. So now actually, think about that. That wizard hat doesn't look right, does it? Because I'm not dressed as a wizard. Let's have some headphones on. That'll do. I took the feather falling book off using the disenchanter because I was just testing. Nah, I forgot. I've completely forgot that quantum armor negates fall damage, so I've taken that off. The issue I had with the control button was, where's that feather fall want to go? It wants to go. Is it up there? Yeah. The issue I had with control, if I wasn't working for me, is if you look in the controls here, this placement modifier right down at the bottom also was set to control. So I've changed that just to a home key, something I don't use. And now control is not conflicted. So I can press control and jump nice and high. Whee! So that's making this a lot more wearable for me. You can also change it so that in the config I've just checked, but it means stopping the server again, and I don't want to turn the server off just at the minute. You can change. I'm doing double tap forward there to sprint boost. You can change that so the control boost can do your sprint as well. So I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna stick this stuff on for a while. I probably don't need respiration on that either. Thinking about it, aqua affinity I probably do want on there. Does this let you breathe underwater normally? Let's have a quick drowning session. Sink full. What's going on there? So my air's not going down hardly at all because I've got respiration on. It's probably a bad way to test, really, isn't it? Anyway. One thing I want to do in this episode, definitely, is I want to get some faster furnaces going. So we're going to do that. I put the recipe in there already, so what I want is some induction furnaces, these guys. So I'll make 3 of them, because why not? I can always have some of them disabled if I don't need all 3. What we're going to do is I'm going to, these 2 here that I've got ME interfaces, pulverizer and powered furnace, I'm going to switch the recipes in these into the macerator upstairs for the pulverizer, providing that the macerator can do all these things. I'm not sure if it can do all of them. And I'm going to have 2 induction furnaces ready to do stuff, and 1 induction furnace with an import bus. Sorry, a normal export bus. That's going to be the way we do that. I'm also going to get on with the villager spawn. Of course, the easiest way of doing this is something I completely forgot about. If we grab a safari net there, and grab some iron bars, which I should have some of. Well, speaking of that, let me just quickly sidetrack. Grab some iron bars, that'll get us a jailer safari net. Excuse me. I was looking for ender tank, as you can see up there. I'm pretty sure I had one with some mob essence in it, but I can't find it, so I don't know what I've done with that. I was looking there and I couldn't see one. There is an ender tank in there. I couldn't see it at first glance. If you're ever looking for something and you know that it should be in there, what you can do is if you double click your bar there, it'll go yellow. You see everything goes dark grey. Oops. What will happen now is if you're looking somewhere that's got one of them items, only the item will not be dark grey. So look there, the ender tank's still lit up normal. So what it does, it keeps the thing that you're searching for not darkened, so normal, and everything else get darkened out. So it's pretty useful if you know there's something in the chest and you just can't see it. You think, I know it's in there. Just if you do that, it might help you find it. There we go. So we've got an ender tank. Yeah, I thought I had one that was mob essence when we was doing the auto spawner of the mobs, but don't know what's happened to it. I can't seem to find it. No, when I had this, I put the auto spawner here. I did build a glass wall around this, but I didn't particularly like it. What I was thinking of doing was having a full row of drawbridges, but drawbridges are quite expensive, so I don't know about that. What I'm going to do is, I need this set into my mob essence colour. Yeah, I wonder where that went. No idea. I need to get used to pressing control to jump. I'm fairly sure I had one though. Not in there, is it? No, it's not in there. No idea what I've done with that. So let's check what colour is my mob essence. Now, even though I've got the gravity suit on, I'm doing most of my flying with the sword of the condor still. But it's just useful for building and stuff. I guess I could just literally just go like that and switch to creative flight mode, pretty much. That lamp, that's normal green, isn't it? Cactus white is what I want on there. Oh, speaking of while we're there, I have made some more aluminium brass casts and stuff for drawbridges, and I'm actually down. I've used all my aluminium up. So what I'm going to have to do is, pretty soon, is, look at that, we can make an aluminium bee. Industrious and cultivated, 10% chance. Aluminium bee, I'll be getting on with that. Because the laser drill does not get aluminium. So that's one of the resources that we're not getting any of, because of the way I'm getting my resources using the laser drill. So that's something else we need to get on with. Right, so cactus. No. Let's do it a different way. Dye. Let's just go for them cyans and make them into green using a minium stone. Not lamp. What cactus? There we go. So we don't need you at the minute, Mr. Lava. Thank you for all your hard work. We want mob essence. Yeah, wonder what to do with that other one. I maybe used it in the farm over there. Possibly. I changed my house around a little bit as well, not massively, but I put some stairs in rather than the arcane levitators. Still don't know if I like the look of them. I tried making them a bit organic-y looking. I think it'd look nice if it was two sets coming in, but the upstairs just isn't wide enough for that. And I put a nice big meeting table over here, just for the sake of having a meeting table. Now, if you look at Direwolf's latest Spotlight at Bibliocraft, when 1.6 comes, you can get carpet, wool carpet, or the wool carpet goes over the oak table and it hangs off the sides. Looks really nice. So I thought I'd have a little table there, and they're just stoked shelves as benches with some bookcases around. Nice little meeting area. Because there's that many people on the server here, it's just me. So a nice big meeting area, so I can have big meetings on my own. Wonderful. So I moved all the armour up here, so the armour's up here now. Yeah, anyway. I digress. Whee. Oh, and these things, oak barricades. When you try and make 4 sticks, you get these oak barricades. I made a few and I kind of like the way they look, so I use them around here. I might do the full outside of the building with it. They are quite expensive. Well, they're not really. There are 2 force logs for each one, so they're not that expensive to be honest, but they'll kind of look nice. And the way you'd use these, by the way, it's a bit weird. I'm getting totally sidetracked. I've got something there. Yeah, I have. If you place one, it places at the back of the square. Place another, it places at the back of the square. So you see that. So that's what I've got there. I've got 2 placed in the same block for each of these. Then if you place 2 more, place them at the front, so you can end up with that. So anywhere in between. So that's all 4. That's just 2. So you can have just like a fence, like so. Well, that's what I've done over there. Or you could have the fully built-up fence. But I kind of like this. I Kind of like the way it adds to the building like that. So that's a possible ID conflict that you try and make 4 sticks, you get these barricade things. So, yeah, just check how much force logs I've got while I remember. We should have some force logs in here. And we're out of force logs in there. So that means we're under 8128, look, we're on at 6856. So, I can turn that back on. So I'll turn that back on. And it'll start working away again, and once we get over 8128, I'll turn it off again. Like I say, I am going to make that automated at some point. So that can go there. We'll set that to fill up that. So that's got power and it's got mob essence. It just needs a mob in there. What we can do is, let's see how quick I fly with this on. That's control press for my gravity suit. That's pretty quick. Pretty quick. And of course no damage from dropping. Hello cow. Right, I need a villager. You'll do. I'll rescue you from this dickhead. Jailer Safari net. Boop. Oh no, I can't get him with a Jailer Safari net at all. Interesting. But a reusable Safari net. I think I've got one of them. Not in there, I ain't. No, it looks like I can't capture villagers with a Safari net. That's interesting. Of course, I asked last episode ideas to get village spawns. You two dickheads doing? And quite a few people said just capture a villager in a Safari net. But that doesn't seem to want to work. I'm trying with shift as well. So that looks like not an option. Interesting. I thought you could capture them. Look at all the flowers. Crazy shit. So I'll cut the camera. I am going to check how Direwolf caught. It's weird, isn't it, when the world isn't loaded. I'll check how Direwolf caught his villagers. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, I'm back, and it looks like Direwolf just used a portal gun to get his villagers where he wanted them, and some kind of vanilla mechanism using doors. So, I'm going to look at something different here that I've just read about that might work. Safari net launcher. We've got everything we need for that, or what? Let's have a look. Wonderful. Now, let's change the capture mode. Do I need to put in Safari net into that or anything? Oh, shit. Looks like I fired my Safari net there. Yeah, I did. Cool. Let's try this. Apparently, if you do this... Oh, look at me. Energy's gone down quick. Going AFK with me. Gravity suit turned on. We'll go for that same guy. Apparently, if you use this, it stops the... Haha! There we go. It stops the trade thing opening up, which is kind of cool. Now, I'm pretty sure I needed a reusable for this anyway, because, of course, a reusable is what you want in a spawner. Auto spawner. So, whereas before, when we used the auto spawner, I have made it so that exact copy yes. Now we want exact copy no, because exact copy no will mean we get different types of NPC spawning. Why only 3? Oh, because the power's turned off. So I'm going to have to lock these in and kill a few. I'll kill them off camera because I know that upsets people. Oh, look at that. So I can certainly get NPCs quick enough with this. Oh, bloody hell. Let's turn that off for a second. Jesus, they're everywhere. Oh, they're escaping. Come here. What's that guy? So now I'm going to be able to name. Where's he gone? These guys. Oh, nice. Very nice. I love that page. You can come with me, sir. Oh dear. They're going crazy. They're going crazy. Right, now then, I want to lasso these guys. Oh, could I lasso them in the first place? I should have been able to, shouldn't I? Getting all confused. So many different mods, so many different ways of doing stuff. I could have lassoed them, I couldn't have bred them using lasso, of course. Right, let's, come here, you. So we are gonna, this guy can be called Dude. For Dude Unleashed, one of my subscribers. And you can live in here. You might be able to get out though. But let me go get some emeralds, we'll have that void page, that's quite useful. There, you can go in there as well. Oh, you can get out. What? How can you get out? That's obsidian pressure plate. Shouldn't be able to. Who can you be called? You can be Ethan. These are going to want a better place to live, I think. Unless he followed me out when I went out. Oh, god damn it! Oh, they're all escaping. What's that guy? Is he a butcher? Coal for emeralds. Interesting. So he's like, you can be in here. Right, I'll let me tidy these NPCs up because they're going to go crazy. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I'm back. I've got a few villagers. Got another fresh couple of lab techs up here. We've got Rex and Fred. Two lab techs in the white coats up there, which of course what Corey was and what Frosty is. And then down here, these guys actually go and behave themselves and run back into the house here when it's night time, which is kind of cool because there's a door there. Obviously they want to escape mobs, so we've got Ethan and Dude and one unnamed one. I've been getting some pages off these, some quite good pages. I took, I think, 3 or 4 emerald blocks. Diamond block cost me 64. It's probably one of the most expensive pages you can get. I'm not going to use it. I think it's a bit overpowered, a diamond block, but I wanted to grab it just to show. So Eternal Storm, Void, very good one. Eternal Storm. Biomes seem to cost 1 each. Flat's a very good page that I just got as well. Starfish is a useful page. Villages, very nice. And then, yeah, diamond ore block. So, I've got some stuff there. My pages, I've been setting them out so that at the minute I've got biomes in this one and everything else just shoved in that one for now. I might work through some of them. You should be in. No, I thought this was in alphabetical, but they're not. So I'll put these guys into here. I'll just sling them all in there for now. Screw it. There might be some duplicates, but I can always sort them out later. There we go. Get rid of them guys. So I've got 3 Mistcraft NPCs in there for that. Of course, the reason why I'm doing one of the reasons why I wanted to do this, one was so I could name more villagers, but the main reason is because I want to get proven frames. B villager. There's Dexter. I've not got proven frames yet. I've got another monastic one, but there's Dark Clown. Dark Clown actually has to be a purist. I've got 2 that give me monastic drones at the minute, so they're both the same. So I may swap one of these out for one that gives me proven frames. But there you go, Dark Clown. There's you. 3 in as an apiarist in the apiarist building. Apiary? No. What's the apiarist building called? Interesting. So I can spawn NPC villagers at will now, which is quite useful. Some accidents may have occurred off camera. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, it's a bit random what you get. These are MFR ones, I think, with a purple. Look at that. It'll give me safari net. Reusable safari net for 3 emeralds. They only cost 4, but 1 gas tier and 4 ender pearls. So yeah, I don't know if that's a good trade or not. But yeah, these ones look like they're MFR. So at the minute I've got two that I need a name. I've got the one that's going to give me, is it diamonds for coal, and one of the Mistcraft guys hasn't got a name yet. Anyway, let's get on with the rest of the episode then. So the rest of this episode I want to get some induction furnaces on the go. And we've got 3 there, wonderful. And I think I made some interfaces. I have 3 of them. And I'm going to want one precision export bus, which I might have. Yes. Then we'll need some import buses once we get up there as well, but we don't need them just yet. Just put them bits back. Oh, I've got a pollen out of accidentally murdering a must have been a tree one, like the light green NPCs, extra trees NPCs it seems. So you can get pollen out of them, which is quite useful. Unless I actually traded by accident, I'm not sure. Don't know if I got that when I killed him or when I traded. So up here then, this is where these are going to go. We're going to have one there, one there, and one there. Now these don't take the transformer upgrades. So you can't transformer upgrade these, so we're going to need a step down in power, because of course these are putting out high voltage. So before we get to the power in these, so there'll do, we're going to need a MV transformer, because these actually take these run on medium voltage. So let's get one of them. MV transformer, is that right? Takes out high voltage, takes in high voltage, puts out medium. I hope I'm doing that right. I think I'm doing it right. So yeah, let's get one of them crafted. Why are you taking your time? What you got stuck on? That should be nice and straightforward to craft. What's going on there? Let's go check. See what the hold up is. Look at that. Magically refilling my suit. Refined iron. Waiting on refined iron. So that's part of the issue. That's what I'm doing this for, isn't it? It's because things like that are running so slow. MV. I hope my mic's not touching my hood there. I've got a top on for a change. So MV transformer should put out medium voltage. I hope I've done this right. So I actually want to be in there, so I can place this right. To fight my way back out of here, I think. This could be the main face palm of this episode if I do this wrong. So that should be taking in high voltage, putting out medium. Low voltage, yeah, low voltage puts out low, so medium voltage puts out medium. Makes sense, doesn't it? Should make sense. We'll soon find out. So let's finish wiring these up, and we'll see. It's just a case of getting the ME cable ready to them. So where'd that glass fibre go? Did I put it in here? Glass, I did. Just put that in there out of the way. So this shouldn't blow up. And now should that. Bit silly of me wiring all 3 at once, isn't it? I should maybe try one first. It's got power, so it should have blown up if it was going to blow up. He should have. What can we smelt? Let's get some iron ingots. Now the beauty of these things, induction furnaces, is so the heat there's 0. Look how slow this thing is. Super slow. But when that heat gets up to 100%, then these will zip through there really quick. So the key is you want to get these up to 100%, and you do that by having a redstone signal on them. So because it kind of looks nice, I'm going to do it like that. I'm going to use gates. Yeah, that's a big gate. I don't want that. So I want 3 cobblestone structure pipes, 3 standard gates. I could just use a redstone torch, of course, but I don't want to use a redstone torch. I want to do it this way. Pop, pop, pop. So they're going to go on there. What I want to try is, someone pointed out that I don't actually need these routers here, the buses. Well, for the interfaces I think I do, because I don't think the interface, if I put the interface to go in the side, I don't know if it'd put it in the top, but they may actually put it in the top, so I'm going to try that first. So what I'm going to have on these, I'm going to have two interfaces there and there. That does certainly not blow up, so we can connect that, no worries. There we go. That's all three of these powered, medium voltage. Yeah, I don't know if the interface is clever enough to put things into the top, which is why we had the routers. So maybe I need to drop these down, put more routers in. I'll find out though, I'll test it. So yeah, and then on top of these, what I'm going to have, this draws more power, but the power I've got is not an issue, I don't think. So oh, look at that, not fully heated up. Redstone signal, which will fully heat it up, but then it'll keep flicking on and off once it's fully heated though, won't it? So once it's fully heated up, so this should start, you should start seeing these heat up. So getting a redstone signal, there you go, look, 2%. So that'll spin these up to temperature, if you will, and then they'll go really quick. So we'll come back in a bit when that's at full temp, and I'll show you how quick it goes at full temp. Back in a bit. Back we are then, and this one actually is fully heated up. I've changed that just so it's redstone signal off equals redstone signal on, so they're just full temp all the time. These two are still heating up, 87, 85. So now you'll see the speed difference. So I've put this iron ingots in there, so pretty quick, a lot quicker than a powered furnace. Not as quick as a fully overclocked electric furnace, but I kind of like these, so I'm just going to stick with these. So what I need to do is connect these to the ME network, so that should get rid of, yep, that's them gone. So the next thing to test then is, if we connect this one up here, that's actually connected this precision export bus into the system. So what if I put raw beef there, moving stacks? So it is clever enough, that is cool. So the export bus knows that even though this wants things in from the top, it's actually putting things in there, and that's the other bonus of the induction furnace. Look at that, doing two at a time. So that's sorting out all my raw beef into cooked beef. Don't want to get any stuff poisoning me. So a lot of these routers are not actually needed. Interesting. Now the next thing then is to see if a ME interface is clever enough to put things in the right way. Which, oh shit, if a bus is clever enough, you'd think an interface is as well, wouldn't you? Let's find out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of the recipes we've got. Gone too low. Grab some of these recipes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are generally the things I need quickly. In fact, all these are going to go in there. Screw it. So this powered furnace just became redundant. So if we put these in there, and then if we ask the system for some silicon, oh shit, let's ask it for some processors. Basic processor, can I have those 64 of them please? Yep, so that the bus knows as well. The interface knows. So I have messed up there making routers. I did not need to make any of them. So there we go. It's throwing them straight in there, and look how quick it's making them. So when we're auto crafting, it's going to auto craft much quicker than having to wait for the powered furnace. So in the same vein, I'm going to do the same thing for this macerator. This macerator, if we can get rid of that router then. Such a... If I didn't check that first, router's notoriously difficult to break, of course. So that should make that work better as well. Yeah, I need to change all these around, so I'm probably going to cut camera in a minute and change all these around. So I can put that straight to there, and then these pulverizer recipes in this one, so this one's also going to be made redundant. I'm not sure if these all work in a thing though. Coal dust definitely does. Pulverized obsidian, it won't actually make pulverized, will it? Let's have a look. Pulverized obsidian. Is this pulverizer centrifuge? Yeah, look, there's no macerator recipe for that. Whereas coal dust, so I need to be a bit careful with these ones. No, coal dust. There we go. Coal dust. There's a pulverizer recipe for it, and there's a macerator recipe for it. So the coal dust one can definitely go. Some of these other ones I'm gonna have to check. Most of them should go. But I'll check off camera, and I'll probably rewire all this off camera, and I'll be back in about 5-10 minutes when I've tidied all this up, and I'll show you what it looks like. Back in a bit. Here we are then, all very tidy. Interface is covered with facades, all the wiring covered. Now, because these can put in from the side, I'm fairly confident they'll probably be able to pull out the bottom as well, so I could make these a lot more compact. Because each of these has got access to both sides at the minute, I could make it so if the precision import bus works at the bottom, which it probably does, if the export can work from the side, I could make these a lot closer if I needed more machines. So that's good to know for the future. If things can't keep up, I can always add more, but what we've got is still a compressor, one with an export bus, one with an interface, same with the extractors, and then the macerator, I've just got one with an interface there, so that can, at the minute, that's just got coal dust in there, but I'll go through some other stuff, make sure it works okay. And then, yeah, these guys, I've kind of split them up, so there's silicon and stuff. I should maybe have them two in separate ones, because they use that. I might do that. And this one, I've just got like the block kind of stuff, so I can make quite a lot of glass now. So let's, for example, let's get some glass cooking. And craftable glass, let's have 512 glass. So you should start seeing loads of sand getting chucked into there. There we go. And we're making it much quicker than that, than the powered furnace could do. So that's why I wanted to do that. There we go. So we've got nice IC2 rooms full on all sides now, and it's all nice and tidy. And the storage bus here, I've moved it up one, so the storage bus is directly onto the recycler. So I don't know if that's going to keep up better or not. If this don't work, what I may have to do is have a hopper there. So the storage bus goes onto a hopper, and then there'll be 5 slots in the hopper for it to deal with stuff coming in at the same time. So we can cover that up, and we can check downstairs, see if it's getting any stuff in the dump chest that I don't want. No, so what I don't want to be seeing in there, I don't want to be seeing any beeswax or honey or any of the excess products from the farms, but they won't be getting many of them because the sludge boiler won't be working much, because most of the farms are turned off, aren't they? There's only the wheat farm that's actually going. But once we start getting all that stuff coming in, we might start getting back up on that. Anyway, not to worry about at the minute. So let's update the to-do list. Automated fast furnaces done. Villager spawner, well, done as much as we need it, so we can get villagers as we need to. State selling engines, breed reactor, mob grinder, that was typoed, thank you for pointing out Alicia Vell. Don't know if I said your name right, I hope I did. Sawmill charcoal, I think I'm going to get rid of that, I'm not going to bother. We've got enough coal that we don't need charcoal. I might set it up one day. Someone mentioned about, who was it? I can't remember, sorry. Someone said about me not having the Titan on it yet. The Titan I'm waiting for 1.6 when we get the coloured hardened clay. I'm going to build it all out of that. So, not sure if we'll need a server restart. So it's not on there at the minute, but the Titan is still planned. I'll make it one day, I promise. Right, so I think I'm actually going to wrap up the episode there. Nice little short one, because it is Sunday morning. It's 8:48 in the morning. I want this up for 1 PM my time. So I'm going to wrap up now, get it encoded, try and get it up in time because it's a little bit late because I didn't get this done yesterday. So as always, I hope it was entertaining. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for any new subscriptions. Apologies if I miss any comments. I try and reply to them all, but I reply to them off the YouTube inbox, so sometimes it may miss some. If I do miss some, I apologise. It's not, I don't maliciously mean to miss any. I try and reply to all. It's just because YouTube hasn't sent me a message to let me know. So sometimes if, say, you replied further down and someone replies higher up, it'll only give me the message, it'll only let me know the latest one that's there, so I may miss lower down ones. Anyway, I'm babbling. Thank you very much for watching as always, and I hope we see you next time. Cheers, bye. Back for just a sec. It was Swiftly Legals who asked about the Titan. Yep, I am still planning on doing it, and I just deleted a message by mistake from someone. I apologise, I missed who it was. It was asking about the 4 sticks. Could I just not make them in the ME network? I've tried that and it actually makes barricades if you put the pattern in. So sorry for deleting your message and not noting your name down. I just clicked the wrong button. Instead of reply, I clicked delete. Oops. So yeah, I tried that and it doesn't actually work. So thank you anyway for the suggestion. It's always appreciated. Cheers. Bye.